Okay, so I've got almost 10 rows finished at this point, and slowly but surely moving along. That leaves me with almost 60 rows left. And I did happen to think I was going to give a little bit of background information. One, especially for someone who crochets a lot, if you watch how my hands move, they're not moving like most people's when they crochet. And a big part of that is I've had to adapt my hands because after 4 surgeries to repair a lot of stuff in my hands, I've just had to learn how to do things with how my hands work. And since crochet is one of my major hobbies to help me relax and unwind and kind of lose track of anything that may be stressing me out, I had to pretty much adapt to how I could continue doing this hobby without pain or difficulty. So if you're looking at my technique and you're going, well, that's just weird, it is, and I accept that. I'm perfectly comfortable with that because it works for me. And that's one of the reasons I don't think that you'll ever see me going in depth on how to do a chain or how to do a double crochet, a single crochet, a treble, any of that, just because the movements with my hands are going to be very strange for most people to do. That was one thing. The next part is, as I mentioned, I'm going to try and finish this up kind of quickly. And once it's finished, I will try to do photos or video or something to show how it looks. And when I do that, I will make a full pattern available to go with it. I may have to make some adjustments to the pattern because I created this one and I'm not sure if it's going to work out like I see it in my mind. That's one reason. And two, as I mentioned just now, with my hands, I'm not really a teacher. This is more, let's just sit back and relax, crochet with me, take a breath, just take a break. See if you can give your mind a chance to slow down and just be quiet. So, having said that, I'm going to just kind of sit back, and if random thoughts come to me, I'll bring them up. But for the most part, this is just, I wanted you to take a moment, sit back and relax with me and while I crochet. Oh, one thing I didn't think of, I will apologize. My fur baby has decided that my leg is his pillow today. So that's why you see a weird shape directly around in front of me while I'm working on this. My fur baby has commandeered the rest of my seat and made himself comfy and is sitting here snoring. Oh, and one thing where I just had to do it myself, I thought I should mention is when you're working on this pattern, you will have like small little gaps or holes in between the stitches just because it's half double crochet. But if you're moving along, counting or not counting, and like I said, it varies on the size that you need for the person for as far as width and length. But if you're moving along and you see a huge gap, you'll know immediately you missed a stitch, and it can save you from having to come back later and repair it. If you just kind of watch as you move along and keep an eye on the holes that you are creating with each stitch, because I just noticed that's why you saw me undo a stitch and kind of go back in. I immediately knew the hole was a lot larger than what all my holes have been up to this point. So that told me I was going to have to redo the row because my count would be off, or there would be a huge gap that would bug me when the project's finished. So, like with most things, any hobby, you'll learn your little nuances and tails. So, just keep an eye out if you're working on something similar even. Maybe you're sitting here just listening while you're working on your own project. But I am going to finish up this row, and I guess it's probably going to be a day for me because there's still a lot left to do. Not just with crochet. Since I'm coming to the end, I'm just going to say, find the hobbies that work for you. Find things that help you unwind, remove some of the stress, slow down some of the thoughts. Find a way to stay feral and stay functional. It's the best way to be.